So it's been a while since my last video, and it's been even longer since I last covered my fighting game project, Temple's Trouble Tournament. If you found my channel through one of these videos, you're probably wondering, what happened? Well, I could dumb it down to two things: doubt and burnout. The more time I put into the project, the less I wanted to work on it. It got harder and harder to get myself to sit down and focus on getting even the bare minimum for it done. Not only that, but I was starting to really not like where Temple's Trouble as a whole was going. So work on the web series, yes, it's an animated series, not just a game, slowed to a crawl as well. And honestly, it's not the first time something like this has happened. I get a big idea for a project, usually a game, and then go directly into making it. And I've learned that that's sort of what kills a lot of my projects in the end. I start out way too ambitious, fizzle out after a while, and the project dies. So what now? Is Temple's Trouble dead? No. As doubtful and burnt out as I was, I couldn't just shelve it, but I couldn't continue with how I was going about this. So I spent the entire month of January planning out a new direction for Temple's Trouble, to try and renew the ambition and interest I had in the project years ago. I did end up landing on something I'm really excited about. For the first 2 weeks of this month, I started putting it together, but before I made the same mistake again, I had to try and scale back. Last week, I partnered up with my pal Axel. We've worked on projects together in the past, and it's good to have an extra hand on deck while working on this. While we were putting together a new framework to act as a base for both our projects, I put some time into researching prototyping. Prototyping games isn't something I've done much at all in the past, but I have had interest in them here and there. From what I've gathered, prototyping a game is basically testing the waters of a game idea. Instead of going headfirst into your next big game project, you'd start small and see firsthand if the game is fun and worth making. For example, if you have a really sick idea about an RPG where you can play as a car and you drive around a dystopian landscape. Sure, it looks really cool in your head or it sounds really cool on paper, but would it actually work? You don't want to jump straight into production, waste months or years working on it just to find out that it kinda blows, or just tire yourself out by endlessly working on the same thing. You start small, figure out game feel, the game loop. See if the game would be fun if it's just untextured cubes or placeholder assets. Yes, this is what I was missing for a lot of my projects. To try and avoid scope creep, stay away from ideas that don't pan out. Wasting way less time and energy. It's short and not very fancy, but a build of the prototype is available for you all to try it down below. I'd really appreciate your feedback and criticism. And for the 5 people who care, episode 5 for the web series is still gonna be released. I want to get it out this year, whether that means posting a finished version or just posting whatever I have. But after that, I'm done. The web series was cool, but I don't think animating a whole show on my own is something that I'm currently interested in. It was fun while it lasted, but I think it's time to give it a rest. If you watched the series so far, thank you for taking an interest in my ambitious little project. I hope you stick around and see what Tempo has to offer in this new direction. Also, alongside more music uploads, I do want to try and make more little game prototypes that I can release and make videos about, so keep an eye out for that too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again next time.